Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Taylor. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand. First and 10 now from the 36. Give up the middle to Taylor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 79 Broncos.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. To the left side and taken in by down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll send a tight end in motion. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This returnable with Reed. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Reload, reload. Hey, check that. Check.
That is Ferguson in motion.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Hup.
Room to run at the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Richardson. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That is hot. will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Set up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go street.
They put Wilson in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, sack.
In motion now is White.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set up.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. 14 on the pickup, and the Jets have a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Dragon 60. Check go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson going to look to throw. Completing this one to Downs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
A run with Taylor. Has an opening. Past the 40. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Richardson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
That's a great job defensively. The goal of every defense in the NFL is to accomplish one of 2 things. Turnovers, force field goals. In this case, the big 3rd down stop is most likely going to lead to the latter. Really nice job there in the red zone.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here's Richardson. He gets this complete to Mitchell. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down. Throwing, Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay. He works free, right side. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here's James. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Richardson to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Michael Carter.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Smash, smash.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Ready? Cougar 19. Street.
That is Ferguson in motion. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
That's to the running back, Breece Hall. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco.
They put Wilson in motion. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. Unlock by. Unlock. Ring alert. Ring alert. 18 rapid. 18 rapid. Go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. That is Ferguson in motion.
Last thing, 19.
They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Go street.
That is Ferguson in motion.
Take go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Jets first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Here's first and 10.
Go. Go. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Hurt. Hurt.
They put Wilson in motion. Thrown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Hey, smash.
That is Ferguson in motion. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Warriors 70. 19 Lions.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one intercepted. And the Colts will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Let's go now. 72.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Downs goes in motion. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Colts.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Richardson to throw it here on first down. To the right side here, pass is caught. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Throwing is Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Richardson. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he'll be taken down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This returnable with Reed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on. Second check, Panther. Ready?
The drive will start on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Ready? Biggs.
Schultz is the motion man.
Panther 11.
Now, faking the give. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
He'll look to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. They put Wilson in motion.
18, Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, set.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Jonathan Taylor to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
The kick is good. Next to score, Colts 35, Jets 14. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? Say, hey! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go!
Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Set. 79 Bronco. Check go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll take a deep shot for downs. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. To the 5-yard line.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable with Reed. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Lion. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ring it. Shot alert, shot alert. Hut.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.